So it's great to see you. And I think all the people watching us will be very pleased to know that despite the subject matter, both you and I are fully clothed.
We are fully clothed this time. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This
And probably
this
for the
time.
best for this
So,
conversation. Yeah.
so naked boys, which I'm not, a boy, reading his back. But before we probe you as to where you've been, just
Yeah.
remind us what Naked Boys is all about.
Of course, Naked Boys Reading is the perfect intimate literary salon. We began in 2012 in response to just a need to create something titillating, exciting, and literary in East London. I had worked with Naked Girls Reading in New York City. And when I asked them, would you ever do boys? They said, no way. And I said, well, I'll make money somehow. And I moved to London and did that. Yeah, Naked Boys Reading is what it says in the tin. They are naked performers reading out loud. And we call them boys because we want to think about the politics of of what it means to be sexualized in public space, like girls, 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 boys, boys, boys. So we're trying to just be a little bit playful, a little bit sexy, and a little bit nerdy.
So why the break and why are you back now?
Yeah, the break came because of two things. One, we had hit COVID-19
Oh yeah.
and our home had shut down for a short period. With our home shutting down and our need to be online, we began to rethink and re-strategize. It also came at a time where I was 16 years into being Dr. Sharon Husbands, my drag alter ego, and I was a bit tired of being Dr. Sharon Husband. And Dr. Sharon Husbands had to be retired at that point. And I think the combination of a break, a world break, where it all had a break, and the need to take a sidestep from my performance career in that way meant that we had to really re-strategize. And it took 6 years to get back in the saddle, to be completely
Oh.
honest, for a whole bunch of reasons, personally and professionally. Yeah.
Actually, before we go into Naked Boys, I should say I am surprised at you retiring because England is known for really, really old drag queens.
Well, listen,
The Trillettes have just died. One of them, and she was 90 and still performing. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. So I presume these are new boys and new material.
so tonight we're gonna have we're launching tonight, the 5th of December, here in London, and um we have two boys who read for us back in the day and two brand new readers. We're very excited for that. As always, we are open to any type of reader. Anyone who decides they are a boy can read on our stage at our events. And this event is a boy's choice text event, so they get to choose their own text. So we have some poems from one of the readers, we have film texts, we have ancient ghost stories and Victorian Christmas fables to delight our audiences tonight. And I'm excited to see them all. I haven't been in a room with this much naked dick in a long time, so I'm kind of excited, to be
I
honest.
don't want to get naked, but I like the fact I could possibly qualify still as a boy in some way or another. Um,
100%. You're a boy forever for in our hearts, Roger.
but these and I'm really excited because you're a performer tonight at the Chats Palace, which sounds much grander than it actually is. Because if you're expecting a palace, and it's won't have any of the royal family there, but it's just in a really, how should we put, old part of East End where I used to live because it was so cheap. But it's a great place to be.
Yeah, we're excited to be in Homerton, where Chats Palace is residing. It's important to us that it's in Hackney. We began in Hackney and
Mhm.
Dalston, and we're just moving kind of more east as we restart. And we, for a few years now, when we were in our little hiatus, we've been working with a cancer charity to do charity Naked Boys readings
Mhm.
once a year. And one of the readers from that happens to be the new person who directs the Chats Palace and got in contact with us, and we found it was the right time. We had the right energy, the right people interested to help us, and here we go, back at Chats Palace, back in East London.
It's great. And if you want to go to London for the first time ever, forget Soho. If you're gay, Hoxton and the East End is what it's about. But let's
Yeah.
be serious a second. These are difficult times that you and I have discussed before for all of us queer online sites. And I wonder how you're going to deal with the anonymous homophobia on social media, because it's made us all start to really get angry and self-censor, which I really am annoyed about.
Yeah, and I think we began to feel that even back in the day, indeed, when right before we kind of stopped doing Naked Boys Reading for a short period, we had lost our Instagram. We had been locked out of our Facebook. Our website had been hacked and we couldn't get it back because of the title.
Mm,
Because we choose to use politically the term boys, we get hit a lot thinking that
yeah,
we're child porn. Of course, all of our readers are 18 plus. We verify that, and all of our attendees are 18 plus. That's really
yeah.
important to us that we're doing this in a thoughtful way. But it is really tough out there. People can't even search for us on
Mm,
Facebook right now because if you do, you're flagged as a child porn. Someone looking at child porn. That is not what you're doing when you're trying to engage Naked Boys Reading. You're trying to engage with
yeah,
a bunch of men who love literature and love being queer,
yeah.
gay, straight, in a room together thinking. And I think that's really important right now more than ever. As it says, I said to one friend when they said, "Why are you bringing it back now?" I said, "When fascism rises, Naked Boys Reading also gets hard. You know, it's time to come back out there
That's a very,
and to
very
help the
good
world,
expression. No, I
one little
really agree
poem
with
at
it.
a
I think
time."
I'm really annoyed with us for self-censoring,
Yeah.
and we do recommend everybody that go to our own site because we can't. That's untouchable. It's the anonymous homophobia on the social media, like Facebook, like YouTube, which we lost. That really annoys me. Last time you were licensing performances in Europe. Are we going to do that again?
Yes. So we do have a wonderful producer and promoter working for us to develop a New York event, and we're excited for that to come to fruition. We have one in Florida. We still have really strong license agreements in our Toronto events, and Canada goes strong. Canada is going. Ottawa and Toronto still go on really strong. They're amazing, and we're working to have a Dublin event very soon that will be regular. So yeah, we're trying to get back out there and keep things going, but
You,
our Canadian and our American producers have been doing wonderful work in
we
our
need to
during our
know
break.
because our second home for Queerguru is Miami still. So we
Amazing.
need to know.
We'll keep you updated. We'll make sure
We,
that the new website, nakedboysreading.co.uk, has all the information very soon.
we're going to. I was going to ask you. So we're in London. It's happening tonight. What's next after Chats Palace?
Yeah, so we're hoping to come back to Chat Palace for a February Valentine's event. And then we will be working with the author Sophie Robinson for her second book, Prairie Oyster, which is coming out, and we'll be doing Naked Queers reading Prairie Oyster. So we're very excited. Sophie curated for us back in the day, and her new book comes out in February, and we're excited to work with her to support Naked Queers reading, our other arm,
Yeah.
where we worry less about gender and sex, and
I was going to
let anybody
say.
read in the way they want to.
I thought you were going to imply that the boys aren't queer.
Well, they're whomever they want to be, and we, as we said before, you are a boy if you want to be and identify yourself as a boy. We really believe in that. But boy and the audience that it comes for boys often isn't as inclusive or interested in all the different shapes and rainbows of queerness. So we have Naked Queers reading as well, and I'm excited that happens, and I'm really excited to have Sophie Robinson be our premier curator for that. It's going to be exciting.
So boy or girl or queer, how do we audition for you?
Auditioning is really simple. You fill in the form on our website. You let us know why you want to read, that you are 18 plus. And then you
Barely.
confirm for us. Well, yeah, exactly. Then you confirm for us when you'd like to. We let people know the schedule of when we have events. And it's a really light vetting process. We've done other things in the past. We've had auditions, live auditions. We've had open mics. And those may come back, but we want anybody who's interested to contact us, and we'll find ways to get them on stage in the coming year. We're aiming for 4 boy events and 2 queer events in 2026 in London, plus events across the UK and maybe abroad. So we're hoping for that.
It's really exciting to listen to you and your plans. And I really am pissed that I'm thousands of miles away today, but I'm going to make it one day.
You will.
While I'm still a boy.
You're forever a boy in my heart. You're forever a boy in
It's,
all of our hearts.
we're going to run all your details after this. And please, if you really think you can make Justin's list, apply for your audition. And you may even see us there. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you so much, Roger. We're looking forward to see you again soon.
Like that.